Hey guys, it's Shannon with True Crime with Shannon, and I'm back with another video. But before we get into today's video topic, if you could do me a quick favor, if you like the content that you're seeing, hit that like button, that thumbs up button for me. It helps the video get some traction, especially with all the missing folks I'm trying to feature here on the channel. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you would. Just hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, before I get into today's video topic, I like to feature a missing person. And today I'm going to be talking about, this one here just came out yesterday. This one is 24-year-old Tucker Laws. Now, right off the bat, this name immediately is something you're not going to forget. So his name is Tucker Laws. He's out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, which the specific area is Plainfield Township. He's been missing since July 26th. According to his family, he's been missing since about 3:15 that afternoon. He was last seen wearing a green t-shirt, khaki shorts, tennis shoes, and probably carrying a dark backpack. He's got eczema on his hands, so that's going to be obvious as well. He may be a danger to himself. He may have some mental illness issues, so be aware of that. He's, again, 24 years old. He's a male with brown hair, and hazel eyes, 5'7" to 5'8", 160 pounds. If you have seen Tucker or have any information, you can either call 911 or you can contact the police department directly at 616-632-6100, or you can contact the officer, the sergeant that is in charge of his case. That's Sergeant Eric Brunner. His number is 616-632-6106. I've posted this in a short here on YouTube and as well as on the blog. So if you need the poster, it is on my blog and I'm sharing it all over my social media. So you can get that from there. So he's been missing since July 26th, and today is the 30th as I record this video. So please keep an eye out for Tucker Laws, especially if you're in the Plainfield Township, Grand Rapids, Michigan area. Okay. So today we're going to be kind of doing a little bit of an update on the Harmony Montgomery case. As I have been following this for quite some time, which most of you guys are aware, there's not too much of an update, but we do have something going on with her stepmom, Kayla Montgomery. Apparently, we just learned that one charge was dropped in the welfare case. So what looks like what's going on is one count of the welfare fraud case was dropped, and the deadline for the grand jury indictment has lapsed due to that. So I guess they're combining charges, so they're saying that there's a deadline that was missed. But she's still charged with other felonies and misdemeanors. So here is the more detailed update here. The stepmother of the Michigan, New Hampshire girl had one charge dropped according to a court order. The estranged wife of Harmony Montgomery's father, Kayla Montgomery, was accused of obtaining more than $1,500 in food stamp benefits in January, leading her to her initial arrest. She faced a felony welfare fraud charge. On Wednesday, this past Wednesday, the judge signed off on dismissing the one count of welfare fraud that led to that arrest. The charge was dismissed because no indictment had been returned from a grand jury before the deadline set by the New Hampshire Rules of Criminal Procedure. Kayla Montgomery still faces other felony and misdemeanor charges, alleging she lied to the Department of Health and Human Services, that Harmony was still a member of their household, and collected welfare benefits based on that. Kayla Montgomery was indicted on a charge of theft by deception in late March. Kayla Montgomery was arrested on perjury charges in June. She's accused of lying during grand jury testimony about when she was at work during the window of time that Harmony was last seen. The charge is not related to Harmony's disappearance. Kayla Montgomery is currently free on bail. Harmony Montgomery, who's now 8, has not been seen since 2019. We don't have any updates from that whole search that occurred with the FBI. Again, anyone with information about Harmony Montgomery's disappearance can call or text a 24-hour tip line at 603-203-6060. Again, that is 603-203-6060. Okay, so that is the basic update here. I want to also go over the bit of the update on the search for Harmony, the timeline as well. Manchester police are searching for Harmony Montgomery, a 7-year-old girl who's now 8, who hasn't been seen in 2 years. Here are key moments in her disappearance and the investigation for those that are newer to the case. Okay, June 2014, Harmony is born. Crystal Surrey is her sole caretaker, and her father, Adam Montgomery, is in prison. August 2014 to January 2018, Harmony is removed from Surrey's care 3 times because of neglect related to drug use, according to a Massachusetts report. Harmony visits her father in prison twice in January and July of 2015. September 2015, Adam Montgomery is released from prison and moves to New Hampshire. September of 2016, 1 year after his release, Adam Montgomery contacts the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families for the first time to resume visits with Harmony. February of 2017, after visiting with Harmony once per month for 5 months, Adam Montgomery stops responding to DCF requests for future meetings. August 2018, Adam Montgomery meets with Harmony for the first time in 11 months and the 9th time in her life. He had contacted DCF in September of 2017 after a 7-month period with no contact. July 2018, Crystal Surrey, mother of Harmony Montgomery, loses custody of her daughter in Massachusetts. Surrey later tells police she lost custody because of drug addiction issues, and Harmony was placed in a foster home in Haverhill. Now we move up to December 19th of 2018. The Massachusetts Department of Children and Families requests a home study by the New Hampshire Division of Children, Youth, and Families at the Montgomery's home in Manchester. The request did not include the necessary information to initiate a home study, the New Hampshire officials say. February 2019, Harmony's father, Adam Montgomery, is granted legal custody of the girl by a family court judge in Lawrence, Massachusetts. DCYF officials are notified of the custody decision before it receives the additional information it requested for the home study. Sadly, this is the worst possible thing that happened to this girl. If she did not go into custody, in my opinion, to her father having sole custody, I think that we would still know where Harmony was today, and she would still be safe and well. Okay, Easter 2019. Surrey says she spoke to her daughter on a FaceTime call around this time. She says this was the last time she saw Harmony. I move up to July 29th of 2019. DCYF receives an anonymous call alleging abuse. The caller says Harmony had a black eye when the caller visited her Guilford Street home in Manchester the week before. A child protective service worker visits the home and emails Manchester police to say no eye injury was observed. August 7th, 2019. A child protective service worker visits the home again and interviews Harmony and Adam and Kayla Montgomery. The worker notes a red mark in Harmony's eye and faded bruising under her eyelid. Adam Montgomery says the mark was caused when she was struck by a toy while playing with a sibling. The caseworker also speaks to Surrey, who tells the agency she lost custody of Harmony to Adam Montgomery. October 1st, 2019. The final visit from a child protective service worker to the Guilford Street house. The worker reports the children appeared happy and healthy. The assessment concludes that the report of abuse was unfounded, but the family was at high risk for future child welfare concerns. November or December of 2019. According to Kayla Montgomery, Adam Montgomery told her around this time that he was taking Harmony to Lowell, Massachusetts, where her mother lives. Kayla Montgomery later tells police this is the last time she saw Harmony. Now, note, police later narrow the time frame of Harmony's disappearance to November 28th to December 10th of 2019. So police later narrow the time frame of Harmony's disappearance to November 28th through December 10th. So the window got smaller, and the window that she disappeared. Now we jump to 2020. January 8th of 2020, a referral is received by DCYF about the Montgomery household. Adam Montgomery tells a child protective service worker that Harmony is with her mother in Massachusetts and had been since Thanksgiving of 2019. January 21st, 2020, the child protective service worker leaves a voicemail for Saray to confirm Harmony's address. Officials say Saray did not return the call. Now we're jumping all the way to 2021. Now keep in mind, this period right now is during the pandemic. So this also gives this a very bad situation for this poor child. September 2021, a person close to Saray contacts DCYF and raises concern that Saray hasn't seen Harmony since 2019. DCYF confirms Harmony has never been registered for school in Manchester. DCYF attempts to locate the Montgomery family. November 18th of 2021, Saray calls Manchester police saying she hasn't seen her daughter since the Easter 2019 FaceTime call. Manchester police say their phone records indicate this is the only call the department has received from Saray. December 27th, 2021, DCYF notifies Manchester police they are unable to locate Harmony. Police start searching for Harmony's father. December 29th, 2021, Saray sends a letter to Manchester Mayor Joyce Craig begging for help to help find her daughter. December 31st, 2021, detectives find Adam Montgomery living in his car with his new girlfriend. Police describe him as uncooperative and refusing to provide information on Harmony's whereabouts. Police also interview Kayla Montgomery at this time. Manchester police hold a press conference announcing the search for Harmony. So this was the first time on December 31st of last year, 2021, that the public was made aware that this little girl has been gone and nobody knows where she is. So this is the point when folks like myself and yourself that are watching, this is the first time that we got to hear about little Harmony. Okay, 2022, January 3rd of 2022, a 24-hour tip line is set up. Anyone with information is asked to call 603-203-6060. A reward fund eventually grows to $144,000. January 4th, 2022, the FBI joins Manchester police to search the Guilford Street property where the Montgomerys used to live. Nothing is found in the 2-day search that includes digging in the backyard. January 4th, 2022, Adam Montgomery is arrested and charged with second-degree assault, interference with custody, and endangering the welfare of a child. January 6, 2022, Kayla Montgomery is arrested and charged with felony welfare fraud. The charge is later dropped and a new felony charge of theft is filed. February 25th of 2022, a report is released by Governor Chris Sunun's office, releasing new details in the investigation and making recommendations for new protections for children in custody disputes. Now, I went over this on the channel and I will post that link in the information to this video regarding that particular information release. March 13th of 2022, Kelsey Small, a woman who was dating Harmony Montgomery's father before his arrest, is found dead in Manchester. She did not face charges in connection with the case, and her death is not considered suspicious, sources say, although I think it's still odd, to my opinion. April 4th, 2022, Adam Montgomery is arrested on new charges of theft by unauthorized taking for allegedly stealing a rifle and shotgun, 2 charges of receiving stolen property for allegedly receiving or retaining the rifle and the shotgun, 2 charges of felon in possession for allegedly possessing the rifle and the shotgun after having been convicted of 1 or more qualifying felonies, and 2 charges of armed career criminal for allegedly possessing the rifle and shotgun after having been convicted of 3 or more qualifying felonies. Investigators say the alleged thefts occurred between September 29th and October 3rd, 2019 in Manchester. April 12th, 2022, Kayla Montgomery, 31, is charged with 2 counts of receiving stolen property in connection with the alleged theft of firearms. Investigators again say there is no evidence that the charges are related to Harmony's disappearance. May 4th, 2022, a report from the Massachusetts Office of the Child Advocate is released. This report outlines several mistakes Massachusetts agencies made regarding the girl's care before she lived in New Hampshire and eventually disappeared. May 7th, 2022, Kayla Montgomery is released from jail, where she was held for 4 months. She was ordered to check in with the Manchester Police daily and continue with substance abuse treatment. She's also ordered not to have any contact with Adam Montgomery or to leave New Hampshire. June 3rd, 2022, Kayla Montgomery is arrested on perjury charges. She's accused of lying during grand jury testimony about when and where she was at work during the window of time that Harmony Montgomery was last seen and accounted for. She was released from jail 3 days later. June 14th to 15th, 2022, officials searched Adam Montgomery and Kayla Montgomery's former apartment, hauling a refrigerator out. Investigators were assisted by a sewer plumbing team. Sources told News 9 that new credible information from a person close to the investigation led to the search of the apartment. All right, so that is the current update and timeline regarding Harmony Montgomery. It feels like there's not much going on, but I truly believe that from that last search, that on June 14th to the 15th, I believe the FBI and all those, they have everything they brought back to Quantico, all that stuff from the search. And it's not going to happen overnight. I know I read that Crystal Saray, her biological mom, recently stated that she was not happy that she's not really getting any updates about what happened during those June 14th to 15th search. But it's not going to happen overnight. And I realize her frustration. And a lot of us would like, something to come up, sooner rather than later. But it's not like those shows on TV. It's not like Law and Order or CSI where we get our answers in an hour or, a couple weeks or whatever. So I think it's going to be some more time before we find out if anything was truly discovered in that apartment or in that area that they searched the sewers and that sort of thing. So, but as far as that's concerned, once I hear anything, I will update here on the channel, and as well, and if I can't get it up here immediately, I'll be putting something up on the blog, which I do update pretty regularly as well. So, but like again, that's where we kind of stand right now with the Harmony Montgomery case. I wish there was more updates, because like everybody else, this poor little girl, she was just failed by so many people, and it's just everybody failed this poor little girl. So, in the meanwhile, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm praying every day that she's still alive, but it's more than likely that she's not, as sad as that truly is to admit out loud. And I do believe that the authorities have alluded that to the family that adopted her little brother. She has a little brother. Harmony had a little brother who was also Crystal's other child. And I believe that they've kind of alluded to them, from what I understand, that the news is probably not going to be a good one. So I believe she's probably no longer here on Earth. So, yeah. So, it's better, I guess, than her suffering all this time, in some horrible way. But, again, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you have any updates, you can always drop me an email as well if you hear something. My email is always in the information of every video, and also in my link tree and all that sort of stuff. But I want to thank you guys for checking out the channel. Please do share the posters out whenever I post a missing persons. And if you have a missing persons or child that you would like me to share on the channel, you can also email that to me. I'll post the email here right below me as well, so you guys can send me an email. Just make sure you title it missing person, missing child. That way it'll kind of stand out in my email box. But that's it for today. I want to thank you guys again, and I hope you guys have a great day, and stay safe.